You're listening to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm Mistress Miriam. I'm here with Ramone. You just heard Paul Rocha. Got to Keep on Moving. Before that, you heard The Give, Russian Blue. And we started it all off with Bella's Bartok, Sticks and Stones.
The second Thursday of the month is a great opportunity to catch some excellent original local music at Holyoke Media's new state-of-the-art listening room in Holyoke, Mass. The New Music Alliance and Holyoke Media are presenting the Open Stage Showcase with singer-songwriters, duos, and trios performing their own original music. So join us for a free event each month that includes 6 outstanding Western New England performers. Performers in the Thursday, October 10th lineup include Toby Sola Roche, Sage King, Heather McLarney, American Elm with Chris Bousquet, Martha Bourne, and Marvin Jackson. Each musician who performs in the showcase will receive a professional broadcast quality multi-camera video of their performance. So if you're interested in performing, send a link to one or more of your original songs to newmusicalliance@gmail.com and check our Facebook page for more information. So put it on your calendar, October 10th, 7 p.m. at Holyoke Media, One Court Plaza, Holyoke, Mass. So Miriam, let's go to Paul Rocha. Got to Keep on Moving.
I love Paul Rocha. I recently, I don't know, a few months ago played his new album.
Yeah, I love that.
He's such a gifted songwriter. It's such a different type of album for him. Kind of has a country sort of sound. After I played it, I sort of touched base with him. Paul Rocha, people should know, he was a staple of Northampton music, the music scene, for years and years and years and years. And now he lives in Rhode Island, Warren, Rhode Island, to be specific. And I said, Paul, when are you going to come out and play again? And he said, I don't play live. It's really not, what I like to do. I like to be in the studio. And, he's a big fan of the Beatles. There are a lot of things that he really loves. I also love that he's very inspired by West Side Story, which I'm very inspired by as well. I was listening to some of his past albums, and Crayons is one of my favorites. And this song, Keep on Moving, is off of Crayons. And it's like such an amazing example of why Paul Rocha likes to go into the studio. This is a studio album. And
Mm.
it has such that Beatles sound to it.
Oh, yeah. It has a psychedelic Beatles vibe.
Totally from psychedelic Beatles. I mean, it is sensational. Obviously, this is not something you can reproduce live. I think this is a passion of his, going into the studio and creating a sound like this. This whole album is beautiful. And this is my favorite track off the album. Flower Power all the way.
Awesome. And before that, we had The Give with Russian Blue out of Longmeadow, Massachusetts.
Yes, they started in Longmeadow, Massachusetts, but they've had personnel changes over the years. So they were basically ended up from all over the valley. They have parted ways, and now what remains of the group, they're now called Tandem Jump. I went and heard them on Friday, and they're
Hmm.
terrific. And I must also say that my special gentleman friend, Patrick Owens, is in the group. He's now the front man. He wrote this particular song, Russian Blue, and he performed it. They're originally called The Give, Said a Give, which of course is the joke from one of the most brilliant films ever made,
What?
which is Young Frankenstein.
Oh.
Yes, it was it was just like, I heard the name of this band years ago, and I said, this is like the funniest name ever. I've got to meet the guy who like named this band. Apparently they changed it to The Give because like the young people really didn't understand what Sedative was, and they were mispronouncing it. So they shortened it to The Give. This song has a klezmery sound to it. He loves that sound. This is just really fun, and they are a fun band, but they're terrific. And I'm biased.
And we started off with Bella's Bartok, Sticks and Stones off of Apocalypse Wow, released in 2023 out of Amherst, Massachusetts.
Yes, they are really something else. I saw them a few years ago up at the Stone Church. They're just so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
They're punk and gothy and fabulous and fantasy and theatrical and
I thought this was a good matchup with like the Gib with that kind of klezmer, kind of gypsy-ish kind of vibe.
yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, this is a fantastic album. They are on tour right now, so you can catch them.
They're performing at Halloween in Greenfield, Mass on October 12th.
Halloween.
Halloween
Where is that?
in Greenfield. I don't know where though. It didn't say what the venue was.
That sounds exactly where Bella's Bartok could be playing at
Yeah.
Halloween. Like like maybe it's their home for all I know. Like Halloween. They're fabulous. They're just it's it's a show. And as a performer who's in a band that puts on a show, I love to go see a show. So go see Bella's Bartok. They are they're they're fun and wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do we have next?
Well, my theme for the night is the Black Bear Americana Music Festival coming up October 11th through the 13th at the Goshen Fairgrounds in Goshen, Connecticut. And all the band, all the performance, all the artists that I'm playing will be performing at the Black Bear Americana Music Festival. So we're going to start off with the Midnight Anthem, and the first song will be Goodnight Moonshine with My Sister Evangeline.